This phrase might sound like just a few words strung together. You might think it's too easy or too simple to have any real power, but that's exactly why most people overlook it. What if I told you that the words you say each day are like invisible threads weaving together the life you experience? And what if there was a specific phrase, an intentional group of words that could open the door to financial blessings you've never seen before? We often search for complicated methods to bring more money into our lives. We chase strategies, read books, try new jobs, or look for someone to save us. But the truth is, what changes everything begins with something as basic as what you say out loud. Your words are energy. Your voice is a tool. The way you speak about money becomes the way money shows up or doesn't in your life. It all begins with the sound of your voice echoing what you believe inside. When people hear phrases like, "I can't afford that," "money is hard to come by," or "I'm just not lucky with money," they think they're simply telling the truth. But they don't realize those words are shaping their future. Over time, those sentences become the background noise of their reality, quietly building walls that keep abundance out. But today, you're about to discover the opposite, a phrase that invites wealth, a sentence that works like a magnet, and it doesn't just bring money, it changes how you see yourself, how you feel, and how the world responds to you. If you say it with trust, if you say it like you mean it, you'll feel the energy shift immediately. That's when money starts coming, not because you're chasing it, but because you've changed the signal you're sending. And when the signal shifts, everything changes. This isn't about magic. It's not superstition. It's about understanding the deep spiritual truth that the universe hears you every time you speak. It listens not to what you hope for, but to what you affirm out loud. So when you speak the language of abundance, the universe responds in kind. The phrase you're about to learn isn't special because of the words alone. It's special because of how it lines up your mind, your heart, and your energy with receiving. Right now, you don't have to do anything except open your heart to a new idea that your next level of wealth isn't found in effort, struggle, or waiting. It's found in your voice. You can speak it into being, and it all begins with a simple shift in what you say. Most people don't realize that their own mouth is keeping them broke, not on purpose, not because they're lazy or not smart enough, but because of the way they speak without thinking. It happens in small, everyday moments, at the store, at the gas pump, with friends, or when looking at a bill. They say things like, "I'm always broke," or "I don't know how I'll make it this month," or "Money disappears as soon as I get it." And each time those words leave their lips, it's like sending a message to the universe that says, "I'm not ready to receive more." The words you say are not just sounds, they are spiritual instructions. They tell life what to do. When you speak from a place of lack, you attract more lack. It's like looking into a mirror and frowning, then wondering why the reflection doesn't smile back. The universe is that mirror. It simply repeats what you give it. If you say, "I don't have enough," the mirror says, "Okay, here's more of not enough." If you say, "I can't afford it," the mirror replies, "Got it. I'll make sure you can't." These words, though small, carry great weight. They become the script your life follows. But here's the painful truth. Most people don't even notice they're doing it. They think they're being honest. They believe they're just being real. But being real about poverty doesn't change it. It only keeps you stuck in the same pattern. That's why this message matters. If you don't learn to shift what you say, money will continue to be something that feels far away. The stakes are higher than you think. This isn't just about cash. It's about your freedom, your ability to make choices, to live without fear, to help the people you love, to give, to experience life fully. And all of that depends on one small shift, speaking differently, speaking from a place of belief, not fear, from trust, not worry. If you ignore this, you'll keep wondering why your efforts don't work. You'll keep changing jobs, taking courses, and following advice, but nothing will feel solid. The truth is, without changing your speech, you can't change your reality. Even if money shows up temporarily, it won't stay, because the words you use will send it away again. That's why it's urgent. That's why you need to be aware. You don't need to figure out everything at once. You just need to catch yourself. Listen to the way you talk about money when no one's watching. Pay attention to the tone in your voice when you open your wallet or see your bank balance. Are you speaking life or are you speaking fear? Remember this, every time you speak, you either open the door to abundance or close it. And once you become aware, you have the power to choose. That choice is what changes everything. That's why this moment, right now, can be the turning point. It's not about the money in your pocket today. It's about the money your words are inviting into your life tomorrow. The world is always listening. More than that, it is always repeating. Whatever you say becomes the message the universe mirrors back to you. If you speak with confidence, with belief in your future, with gratitude and expectation, life echoes that. But if you speak doubt, frustration, or fear, life gives that back to you too. This is one of the most overlooked truths in life. People think the world reacts to what they do, but more often, it reacts to what they say. Your words are like seeds. Every time you say something, you plant a thought into the soil of your future. And with enough repetition, that seed grows. Whether it's a seed of wealth or a seed of worry depends on what you said. Let's take a moment to think about what people say most often. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for every dollar. I can't catch a break. These are common phrases, passed down through families, through culture, through society. They're said so often that they feel normal, but just because something is common doesn't make it helpful. Just because everyone says it doesn't make it right. What you say out loud creates pictures in your mind, and those pictures shape your feelings, your actions, and your results. When you say, "I'm struggling," your brain looks for proof that you are. When you say, "I always have enough," your brain starts looking for signs of abundance. It's like tuning into a different radio station. The music changes depending on the channel you choose with your voice. Here's a truth to remember. Words don't just describe reality, they create it. Think of a person who always talks about being lucky. Somehow they always seem to win something, get good news, or land on their feet. It's not a coincidence. They've trained their mind, their heart, and their world to expect good things. And so, good things come. Their words led the way. You don't need to shout your affirmations from a rooftop. You just need to say them with belief. Even a whisper can move mountains when it's filled with trust. It's not about loudness, it's about alignment. When your words, thoughts, and feelings all match, your world begins to shift. So today, ask yourself, what has my voice been calling in? What message have I been sending out without even realizing it? If your words have been heavy with fear, it's time to lighten them with hope. If your words have been small, it's time to stretch them with possibility. Start practicing phrases that lift you. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I deserve financial peace. Wealth is a part of who I am. Say them softly, say them often, say them until they feel natural, and when they do, the world will respond. Because what you speak, you create. Every sentence is a step toward the life you desire, or away from it. The mirror is always listening. Let it hear something new. Let it reflect something beautiful. Let it echo the truth of who you really are. Someone who is ready to receive, ready to grow, and ready to live with abundance. All of it begins with the words you choose today. Most people think that change has to start from the outside. They believe that if they just get a better job, make more money, or find the right opportunity, their lives will improve. But the truth is, lasting change always begins from the inside. And the inside starts with the words we speak every day, especially the words we speak about money. If you want to change what you see in your life, you have to change what you say with your mouth. Your speech is the first builder of your reality. And when it comes to attracting money, this is one of the most powerful tools you have. Not your bank account, not your job, not your connections, but your words. Take a moment to notice your daily conversations. When someone talks about their financial situation, how do you respond? Do you say, "I know things are tough right now," or "money is always a struggle," or "I just can't catch up"? These are normal things people say, but they're not harmless. Every time you say them, you reinforce a picture of financial struggle in your mind, and the universe reflects that back to you. Now think about flipping those statements. Imagine saying, "I'm learning to attract wealth more easily every day," or "I'm thankful for the money that flows into my life," or "My financial life is improving step by step." How do these words feel? Even reading them, they lift your spirit. They shift your focus. They build a new picture of what's possible. It might feel strange at first to say things that don't match your current situation, but that's exactly how change starts. You speak it before you see it. You declare it before you hold it. You train your mind to think in a new way, and the world slowly begins to catch up. You don't need to lie to yourself. You're not pretending, you're planting. When a farmer puts a seed in the ground, there's no tree yet. But they speak about the tree anyway. They water the soil. They protect the seed. Why? Because they believe it will grow. Your affirmations are the same. They are seeds. And what you say daily waters those seeds until something beautiful grows. Try this. The next time you feel tempted to speak from lack, pause. Replace it with a new phrase. Say, "Money is already on its way to me." Or say, "I am becoming someone who attracts wealth easily." You don't have to force belief. Just speak it gently, with curiosity. Let the words settle into your heart. The more you say them, the more real they become. Change begins with speech. And when your words change, your thoughts change. When your thoughts change, your emotions shift. And when your emotions shift, your actions follow. Before long, what you see in the mirror of your life will start to look very different. That's the power of changing what you say. It's not just talk, it's transformation. One of the biggest reasons people stop speaking positively is because they don't see results right away. They try affirmations. They say the right things for a few days. They feel hopeful. But when nothing changes quickly, they go back to their old ways of speaking. They say, "This doesn't work," and they give up. But this is where the deeper truth comes in. The delay is real, and it's natural. Just because you speak something doesn't mean it will appear the next minute. This is not about magic tricks. It's about the laws of reality. In your inner world, your mind and your spirit, things move quickly. You can imagine something in seconds. You can dream it, feel it, and speak it. But in the physical world, everything takes more time. It needs space, energy, and the right conditions to grow. Think about a seed again. You plant it in the soil, and nothing shows for a while. But under the ground, something is happening. Roots are forming. The earth is shifting. The seed is preparing to break through, and one day, a small sprout appears. That's how money and blessings come too. You speak the words, and at first it seems like nothing is changing, but behind the scenes, things are moving. The problem is most people dig up the seed too early. They speak faith on Monday, get discouraged by Wednesday, and go back to fear by Friday. They cancel out their progress by returning to doubt. Then they wonder why nothing changes. But it's not that the words didn't work. It's that they didn't give them enough time. You need to hold the belief. Keep speaking the new truth even when your surroundings don't match it yet, especially when they don't. That's when your faith grows strongest. You're not lying to yourself. You're building something unseen. You're creating before seeing. That's how all creation begins. Here's what often happens. You say the right things, and at first, nothing changes. But then small shifts start appearing. A discount you didn't expect, an opportunity that shows up suddenly, a friend who offers help. These are signs that the seed is breaking through. But if you're not looking for them, you'll miss them. And if you stop speaking the truth too soon, the process pauses. Sometimes the delay tests your commitment. It asks, do you really believe? And if you answer yes, not just with words, but with consistency, you keep moving forward. Your energy becomes steady. Your vibration becomes clear. And that's when manifestation speeds up. So remember, the delay is not denial. It's a sacred pause, a time when the invisible starts to become visible. Keep speaking your wealth into existence. Keep watering the seed. Let patience be your power. Because the words you speak today are shaping the reality you'll live tomorrow. And when you understand the delay, you no longer fear it. You trust it. Now that you understand the power of your words and the timing of manifestation, it's time to take action, real action. Not by doing more, but by saying more, intentionally, with focus, and with feeling. There is a phrase that has helped many people shift their energy quickly and begin attracting money in surprising ways. This phrase works not because of the words alone, but because of the belief it builds each time you speak it. Here it is. I am aligned with divine wealth. Money flows to me freely and constantly. Say it slowly. Say it out loud. Let the words roll off your tongue. Let them settle into your heart. This phrase is a reminder that you are not chasing money. You are aligning with it. You're not begging for help. You're standing in your power. The word aligned is important. It means you are in harmony with the energy of abundance. It means your thoughts, emotions, and spirit are moving in the same direction. When you're aligned, you don't have to force anything. You become like a river, flowing, natural, and unstoppable, and wealth becomes part of that flow. Divine wealth reminds you that money is not just paper or numbers. It's a spiritual energy. It's part of the abundance of the universe. And when you say you are aligned with divine wealth, you're saying, I'm connected to a higher source. I trust that source to provide for me. Money flows to me freely and constantly turns your words into an open door. It tells the universe, I'm ready. I'm available. I trust in the flow. There is no fear in this sentence, no lack, just trust and readiness. And that's the kind of energy money loves. Say this phrase each morning before you start your day. Say it when you feel anxious about your bills. Say it when you're about to make a decision. Each time you speak it, you're training your mind to expect abundance instead of worry. You're building a new pattern, and that pattern becomes the blueprint for your future. You don't need to scream it. You don't need to say it 100 times in a row. You just need to say it with awareness. Feel it as you say it. Picture what it would look like if it were true. Let that image grow. Let the feeling of having enough, more than enough, fill your body. Over time, this phrase becomes more than words. It becomes a belief, a truth, a frequency you live by. And that frequency starts to pull things toward you. Opportunities, ideas, solutions, people, and yes, money. This is not fantasy. It's faith in motion. It's a quiet revolution inside your soul. And it all begins with what you say. So speak it now. Speak it daily. Speak it like a gentle promise to yourself. And then watch what happens. The mirror of reality will respond. Slowly, then suddenly. Just keep saying the words and let the energy do the rest. It's easy to think of words as something that describes the world around us. We say things like, it's a hard day, or money is tight right now, because we believe we're just telling it like it is. But here's the truth. Your words are not just a mirror. They are the blueprint for what comes next. Words are creative tools. Every sentence you speak is like a brushstroke painting the picture of your future. When you speak about struggle, lack, or limitation, you are not just describing your life, you are building more of it. You are giving that energy more power and inviting it to stay. This happens all the time without people noticing. Someone says, "Nothing ever works out for me," and days later they face another setback. They think it's just bad luck, but it's not luck. It's law. The law of energy, the law of creation. What you say out loud becomes a magnet, and it draws in everything that matches. But the beauty of this truth is that it also works the other way. When you speak words of abundance, hope, and faith, you are sending out new instructions to the universe. You are planting the kind of seeds that will grow into blessings. You are writing a new script for your life. It doesn't matter what your past looked like. It doesn't matter what your current bank account shows. What matters is what you're saying right now, because right now is the only place where you create. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow hasn't arrived. But today, this moment, is your chance to shape your future with your words. Start small. Speak kindly about money. Speak with gratitude about what you already have. Say things like, "I am learning to attract more money every day," or "Money is becoming easier to receive." Even if it doesn't feel 100% true yet, say it with hope. Say it with a desire to believe. Your energy will catch up. And remember, every word you say to yourself matters too. Your self-talk is one of the most powerful creators in your life. So when you think about your ability to earn, receive, or manage money, don't criticize yourself. Don't call yourself names. Don't say, "I'm bad with money," or "I'll never figure this out." Instead, say, "I'm growing wiser with money," or "I am open to learning new ways of receiving wealth." Over time, these small shifts in speech begin to move mountains. They rebuild your mindset. They shift your emotions. They open new doors. Because your words are not passive, they are active forces, working behind the scenes to create the reality you will live in. Speak wisely. Speak faithfully. Speak as someone who knows that the world is listening. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they start speaking abundance is expecting instant results. They speak a few affirmations, feel good for a day or two, and then start checking constantly. Did anything change yet? They stare at their bank account. They look at the bills. They look for signs. And when they don't see immediate proof, they stop believing. But this habit, this need for quick proof, actually blocks the blessing from arriving. It's like baking a cake and opening the oven every 5 minutes to check if it's ready. If you do that, the cake won't rise properly. It needs time, heat, and trust in the process. Your words work the same way. You speak them, plant them, and then let them grow in the unseen. You water them with faith. You stay consistent, and you don't keep pulling them up to see if they've sprouted. When you look too soon, you shift your energy back to doubt. You start saying things like, "Maybe this doesn't work," or "Maybe I'm doing it wrong." That energy stops the flow. It's like turning off the faucet just when the water was about to pour. Instead of checking the reflection too early, focus on what you want to confirm. Focus on signs of progress, no matter how small. Did someone offer you a discount today? That's a sign. Did you find some unexpected money in a jacket pocket? That's a sign. Did you feel a little more peaceful when you thought about money? That's a powerful sign. Celebrate the little confirmations. Speak gratitude out loud. Say, "Thank you for this gift. Thank you for the shift I feel. Thank you for the evidence that things are changing." These words keep your energy in alignment with abundance. They keep the mirror reflecting your belief, not your fear. And when you do catch a glimpse of change, don't doubt it. Don't say, "It's just luck." Say, "This is part of my new normal." Let that reflection become your encouragement to keep going. Because when you stop looking for proof and start living in faith, the mirror starts to reflect what you truly believe inside. Consistency is the key that unlocks the door to lasting change. Saying the right phrase once is a beautiful start. Saying it daily is what builds the new reality. When you say your chosen affirmation each day, you're doing more than repeating words. You're programming your energy, reshaping your mind, and creating a rhythm that the universe can respond to. Start each morning by saying, "Thank you, universe, for the financial blessings that are already on their way." Say it before you check your phone. Say it before you worry about anything else. Let those words be your foundation. Let them guide how you think, how you feel, and how you move through the day. Saying this daily trains your focus. It keeps you in a state of gratitude and expectation. It reminds your heart that something good is happening, even if you don't see it yet. It tells the mirror of reality, "This is who I am now. This is what I believe." And the mirror always reflects that belief back to you. You may not notice huge changes in the beginning. That's normal, but keep going. Day by day, your energy will shift. Your attitude will lift. You'll begin to notice things you didn't before: opportunities, ideas, people, and signs of progress. And more than anything, you'll feel different. You'll feel stronger, more hopeful, more open to receive. That feeling is not a dream, it's a signal. It means that the outside world is starting to catch up to the inner world you've been creating. And the more you speak your truth, the more your truth becomes your life. This isn't about doing more. It's about saying more, with purpose. It's about waking up each day and reminding yourself that wealth is not far away. It's already coming. It's about choosing to believe that your voice holds power, that your words open doors, that your spirit is ready. So say it again. Thank you, universe, for the financial blessings that are already on their way. Say it with peace. Say it with joy. Say it until you feel the truth of it in your bones. And when that happens, your world will start to reflect it back to you in ways you never imagined. You may not have realized how powerful your voice truly is, but now you know. Every word you speak is a signal. Every phrase is a command. Every sentence is a bridge between the life you have and the life you desire. When you speak with fear, you build a future of more fear. But when you speak with faith, you invite miracles. This is not about perfect grammar or fancy words. It's about heart. It's about belief. It's about choosing every single day to align your speech with the truth that you are meant to live a life of peace, freedom, and abundance. You don't need to control the world. You don't need to chase money. You just need to align your words with your worth. And that begins with a simple choice: to say what supports you, not what scares you. To speak life, not lack. To declare blessings, not burdens. So as you move forward, remember this truth. Your words are not small. They are not weak. They are the very tools that shape your world. Use them wisely. Use them joyfully. Use them like the sacred instruments they are. Speak abundance. Speak faith. Speak as someone who knows that wealth is not a wish, it's a vibration you live by. And the more you say it, the more real it becomes. Because the mirror of reality always reflects what you believe. And now you have the power to choose that belief with every word you speak. Your journey has already begun. Keep speaking, keep trusting, keep receiving. The shift is already in motion.